It all started with asking for help. I think struggling with mental health, because it's an area that people really struggle to, get out and talk about with other people. And, ever since I did that, ask for help, my life has been, I couldn't even put into words, where I'm at today compared to where I was. So. I'm Niall. I'm a client here at New Directions Counseling. I am in recovery from drugs and alcohol. I'm also struggling with mental health, so I'm working on that as well. I grew up in an alcoholic home with dysfunctional parents, and living in that life, we didn't really talk about things, and so I learned at a young age to kind of push things down and not really deal with them. I saw my mother really struggle with alcoholism. She was the real thing. And, I would be very scared. I remember coming home from school and I would watch her. I'd see the car in the driveway and I knew, oh, she didn't go to work because she's drinking again. And I just felt my whole world fall apart, because I knew when she was sober and I knew when she was drinking. And they were two completely different people. And it really affected me a lot when I was a kid. There was talk of suicide and stuff like that, and I didn't know how to deal with that. It was I was really scared, and I had no one to talk to about it, and as life progressed, same thing. And it was my turn. I started hanging out with the buddies, and we just started drinking and smoking pot, and I fell in love with it. At first I was a little scared because I saw what alcohol did to my mother, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to end up like that. But I felt the effects of alcohol. Settling for less, I ended up in a kitchen as a dishwasher, and that's really where my drinking kicked off. And drugs came into the picture, and the party lifestyle, and very quickly I saw it really take control of my life. And as time goes on in my family, I ended up losing my mother to health issues with alcoholism and other things. And, at that point, that's when I was really saw myself drinking to forget. It was COVID, around 2020. And I don't think I'm the only person who dealt with this, but, there was a lot of isolation. So now I'm sitting with myself, drinking and, thinking, I don't want to kill myself, but I really don't want to be alive. And it really shook me up, and I finally just gave in and I said, I need help. I remember I broke down, I was crying, and at that point though, it was the most freeing feeling. I finally did that thing I never did in my life, and was asked for help. That's when a whole nother world opened up to me, that, I'm not just an alcoholic, I also have mental health issues that, through my childhood I dealt with. There's a lot of abandonment, rejection, all that stuff, and I have a real fear of it, and I had to do a lot of work on that. A sponsor recommended therapy, so I said, okay, let's try that out. And coming to New Direction Counseling by far has been one of the biggest game changers for me. I need all the help I can get, and it wasn't just alcohol, there was more to the story. Trauma, all these things I didn't look at. I didn't know what I didn't know. But after speaking with Ann, my counselor here at New Direction Counseling, she has helped me out so much over these past couple of years. Once I started speaking with Ann and she started helping me, now I'm in a great relationship with someone that I couldn't even imagine. The blessings I've got in life are I can't even put into words. And it all started with asking for help. I think that's the most important thing, because I didn't know how to ask for help, and then this door opened, then another door opens, and then now I'm here, and I'm looking back on it just thinking, wow, I couldn't imagine this all happening. I put the drink down, I thought my life was over, and now everything's opening up. Well, I'm really happy to see that Interfaith Social has this Stop the Stigma 5K, and it basically shows awareness to people that they can ask for help. Anyone who's struggling with mental health, because it's an area that people really struggle to, get out and talk about with other people. And, ever since I did that, ask for help, my life has been, I couldn't even put into words, where I'm at today compared to where I was. So I think it's really important to get this out there and let people know that there is help out there, and you're not alone.